vegans, that's not a high number when you compare it to our overall population. So, is this cause for concern in the meat industry that more people are switching to a more plant-based diet?
I think so. When you look at vegetarian numbers, back in 2003, we had 900,000 vegetarians, or at least people considering themselves as vegetarians. Now with 2.4 million, that's the population of Montreal. And here's a disturbing fact for the meat industry. More than half of them are under the age of 35, which means that they'll become more influential in the economy, and likely they'll be raising children the way that they're eating themselves. So that influence is going to become more palpable moving forward.
What does the research show us in terms of why people are moving away from meat?
There are four distinctive reasons. One is the environment. More and more science is suggesting that the carbon footprint of the livestock industry is significant. There's a huge portion of greenhouse gases that is generated by the livestock industry. The second one is animal welfare. A lot of people haven't grown on a farm. They've never been on a farm, but they do see nasty videos of people brutalizing animals, and that's affecting them as consumers. Third one is health. I'm not sure, Anne-Marie, but I can't remember the last time I read a study suggesting that we should eat more meat. Plant-based dieting seems to be in, or at least the scientific evidence is pretty strong, encouraging people to eat more vegetable proteins. And second, and lastly, is price. Vegetable proteins are, in fact, cheaper. Over the last 5 years, we've seen meat prices go up significantly, particularly beef.
When you look at this globally, Canada right now is ranked 9th in terms of meat consumption, 10th for meat production. So looking at it purely from an economy standpoint, this could really do a hit to one of our major industries, which is livestock and agriculture in this country.
Oh, absolutely. It is certainly a source of concern for the industry. Essentially, and I've been meeting a lot of cattle producers around the country in Alberta, elsewhere, and frankly, I'm not entirely sure the industry appreciate what's happening. They're trying to figure out different ways, but as soon as you see major chains offering vegetarian solutions to consumers, burger chains, that's a concern. My suggestion to the meat industry is to befriend the enemy and not just saying, well, vegetable proteins aren't necessarily good for you. Embrace mixtures, embrace the coexistence of other sources of protein. That would be one way to do it.
I like to make the comparison to the car industry. For a long time, we thought gas was the only way to do it. The fringe groups were using electric cars. Those are now becoming the norm. Major automakers are now making electric cars. Do you see a parallel with the meat industry?
Oh, absolutely. Instead of just saying other commodities aren't good, perhaps we could suggest to Canadians, well, if you prepare a meatloaf at home, mix it with lentils and beef, for example. So you basically offer Canadians a healthy solution, and it will cost less to them. Those are the kinds of things that I think the meat industry should start doing instead of just losing market share to lentils, chickpeas, other sources of protein.
So then, good to talk to you this morning. Thanks for joining us.